Good morning, Facebook.
Good morning, happy Monday.
Excuse our post-gym hair. How do we always look so ridiculous after we work out? Anyway.
So we did it right?
Yeah. Hey, I want to jump on here real quick and just kind of comment on a couple things. Earlier this weekend, or it was on Saturday? Saturday, we had talked about just being honest with ourselves, you know, and being kind to ourselves, but being honest with ourselves. And I've been thinking about that because that's something I've been processing in my own life. But you know, it's Monday, and sometimes we can come out of the weekend and get really like, we can get really excited and say, oh, I'm gonna accomplish. It's kind of like a New Year's resolution, except it's a new week's resolution, right? Like we're like, oh, it's Monday. I'm gonna do that thing. And that's cool to have big giant vision, right, for your week, right? Just like it's cool to have big giant vision for our year. But again, I was listening this morning to a podcast that talked about, in terms of leadership, it was a leadership podcast, but it talked about, as a leader, you're kind of the chief problem solver for an organization, and you're going to be able to, you will be able to solve a lot more problems if you're willing to exist the problem, or if you're willing to admit that problems exist. And so I think that's true for us, just on, you know, because at the end of the day, we're all leaders of ourselves, you know what I mean? Maybe we don't lead big organizations, but we're leaders of ourselves, especially if we want growth. And so we have got to be willing to admit that there's a problem, you know, if we're going to lead ourselves. We said on Saturday that the best gift you can give yourself is honesty. So think about it this way: is when if Monday is upon you, you kind of have these big dreams for your week. You know, it's like, oh, I'm going to do all these things, start Monday, blah blah blah. One thing I would say is, be willing to be honest with yourself that it's really cool to have big dreams for the week and big aspirations, but maybe if you haven't been able to accomplish a whole bunch of things consistently through your life, maybe it's time to be honest with yourself about how you work, because most people don't really work that way. Most of us, when we compile a whole bunch of stuff that we want to get done and we're going to do all these things, we all have limited resources, we all have limited time. We have to kind of get honest with ourselves as, okay, maybe I can't do 100 things, but maybe I can do one. Mm-hmm. So here's my advice for, or I guess my encouragement to you and to myself today as we go into Monday is, have big dreams, but when you think about something you want to get accomplished today, be specific, and then decide what's the one specific action that I want to take towards that thing today. So maybe for you it's just, I want to make sure I'm drinking more water on Monday. Okay, be specific. I want to get better about hydration. And
more isn't specific enough. Right. 60 ounces, I want to have 100 ounces.
Exactly.
Half my body weight.
Be specific, yeah. Be specific with it. And then just do that one thing. What's the one thing? Not what's all the things, but what's the one thing? Mm-hmm. So I want to work out starting Monday. Okay, what's that mean? I'm going to do 10 push-ups. I'm going to do 5 jumping jacks. I'm going to do 5 reps on the machine.
10-minute
yoga video. I'm just going to do 4 sit-ups, right? Be specific, and then just take the one action to move forward. Because we can get ourselves overwhelmed, and then our overwhelm stacks on top of itself, and then nothing gets accomplished. But also small steps, small wins stack on top of each other to become giant successes, right? So be honest with yourself, be specific, and then decide what's the one step I'm going to take towards that today.
That's a good word.
That's all.